up next is Sierra. And I love her. I love her to pieces. I wasn't supposed to have her. It's kind of funny how it all worked out. But I love how she's maturing. She's got a great top line. She is so deep now that, you know, she's been carrying kids and has just grown up. She's just over a year old. She was born February 28th, and she is going to be a stunner. I just have that feeling that she's going to be liked in the show ring. So I cannot wait to get her out. I had put the deposit down on Miko, and I had to wait about a week before I could go pick him up. And so I made a post on Facebook and a couple of the group pages, and her breeder commented, and she actually wasn't going to sell Sierra, but for whatever reason she just decided to comment a picture of her, and I was like, oh my gosh, can I get her? And she was 5.5 hours one way, and so my mom was like, well, why don't we talk to our friend and see if he's got any babies on the ground, and if he does, then we'll get a doe from him, and if not, then maybe we can talk more about her. But she's quite the drive away, so I think we can find something a little closer. I said okay, and you know, I just kind of moved on. I went to her friend's house. I put the deposit down on Pearl, who I have her. She's here. We'll get to her in another video. But the day I went and picked up Miko and brought him home, I went to go pick up Pearl, and they had decided to wait until she was 6 weeks old instead of 3 weeks old to, you know, let me take her home. And I was like, oh crap, now I have a buck kid who's here. He can't be by himself. I need a friend for him. So he got spoiled, and he got to sleep in the house in a really large dog crate next to our corgis that we also breed and raise. And I messaged Sierra's breeder, and I said, hey, is she still available by any chance? And she said, yeah. I kind of wasn't planning to sell her, but decided to comment on your post with her, just for whatever reason. I said, I will take her. I'll pick her up tomorrow. And I got in the car the next morning, and I left for Ohio. I got there 5.5 hours later. I picked her up and brought her home, and she is... I'm just so glad that I was able to snag her, because she is definitely going to be a looker. She is very grumpy and very, very pregnant, but gosh, do I just absolutely love her. She is, I call her the queen, because she is definitely the queen, and she knows it. She's the boss around here, but at the same time, she's also incredibly sweet. I've noticed her get a lot sweeter since she has been pregnant, and I cannot wait to see what pops out of her between her and Miko. I think they're going to have some stunning babies. I actually had a precocious udder, so I kind of got a tiny tease as to what her udder is going to look like once she freshens. And I hope it comes back in the same, because she was very level. It was very tiny and cute. But everyone says that a doe who gets a precocious udder is usually an amazing producer, and so I'm hoping that's the truth. And I guess we'll find out, but this is my first year with goats that are actually mine. I've helped before, and I've had some experience with them. I showed them in 4-H when I was younger for a year, but I've never done it like this. And so I cannot wait to see what I can get into. And I have some big dreams, and we'll see if we can accomplish them, because if we can, they're definitely going to be covered here. But yeah, as of right now, that's Sierra. Now, as a kid, she definitely had the top line, and you could tell from the picture of her as a baby that she was going to be wide, and that she was just going to be a looker. And that was the biggest reason. She came from a reputable breeder. Her registered name is actually PJ Bailey's Sierra's son. I believe it's her mom's name that is Sunglow. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I thought I would pull off of that just a little bit to kind of keep that in there. But I also wanted to keep her name. And I have some pictures of her posed now, and she definitely has the top line still. And from being pregnant, she is just incredibly deep. She's so deep body. I was so surprised whenever she started developing, and I was like, holy cow, she's gonna be one heck of a doe. And I cannot wait to put her in the show ring and see what people have to say about her. You know, this is my first year going to be showing at ADGA shows, so I'm going to soak it all in, and, you know, I got to go off of these comments to continue to grow the herd, and I'm leaning on some really good friends that I've made thus far, and it's just going to be one heck of an adventure, and I am so glad that I have this girl in my herd because I feel like she's going to be one of the strong points. Her mom is pretty. Sierra definitely is stronger in the shoulder than her dam. The cross worked really well to correct that. Her mom's big, she's wide, she has a nice udder. Her sire's dam, her udder is, oh gosh, was she just a gorgeous doe, and I feel like Sierra leans more towards that side. She pulled from her dad's genes, and I can't wait. It's one of those things where I'm so close yet so far away because I just can't wait to get going. I'm starting to get a little anxious, but this is Sierra, and kind of all about her.